Gentlemen, start your engines.
Ready to go green on a blustery day here.
Sugar Ray Leonard throws a green flag on the field. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, California style, boys! Boy, Kyle Busch in this 18 car, what a run he got off turn 2. This is a backup car. Had a crash in practice on Friday before he even completed a lap.
He's about to pass the outside pole sitter, Denny Hamlin.
And this is where Kyle Busch is really, he's good everywhere, but these restarts and starts, he is the master of getting through the traffic when he's back in the field on these restarts.
Started at the top, went to the bottom, down in the carpool lane. Here he comes. He and Hamlin almost trade paint for second place as Montoya leads the first lap.
Larry, I got to believe that 11 car, when they've qualified that well, and that's been one of the things they've really struggled with, that car's got to be pretty darn good. Based on his qualifying run and what we're seeing right here. They got a good car today.
Because you and I have discussed a lot, we feel like that's been one of his Achilles heel, Denny Hamlin, is qualifying in the back of the pack. Got him in trouble at Bristol last week.
New leader is that Joe Gibbs Toyota for Denny Hamlin.
Joey Logano was one of the ones we talked about as his two teammates up here, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, are fighting for the lead. Joey Logano qualified third, had to go to the rear of the field because of an engine change this morning.
Well, Larry, when we go to Detroit, we know that, you know, a lot of the guys put extra effort into Michigan. When we come out here to California, these Toyota teams, they put extra effort into this race because Torrance is just right down the street, and that's headquarters for the Toyota guys.
We have a new leader, Kyle Busch, who won yesterday's race on a strategy call, went to the high side and had a sharp look at Denny Hamlin, crossed under, took the lead.
Got the momentum, and then he had a, you know, then he could cut it to the bottom, slingshot by. That's a good move. So that, Larry, that's a lot of debris on the grill of that 18 car. Somebody better be getting his attention. Let's see if he runs up here behind the 21 and gets it. Lets that 21 car suck that right off of there.
There it goes.
Perfect. Goodbye.
Steve.
Mike, I was just going to say, Kyle Busch was aware of that 2 laps ago. He told his crew that's what he was going to do so that engine wouldn't overheat.
3. And on the caution, every single car on the lead lap came to pit road but one. Why did Tony Stewart stay out, Matt?
Mike, there was some debate in the Stewart camp whether to hit pit road or not, and one of those reasons was due to the fact they were concerned about maybe they didn't get the car totally full of fuel on the last stop. Here's some of that conversation about their strategy for now and for the rest of the race.
If they come, bring it in here for fuel only. If they do that, might as well stay out then. Okay, 10-4, stay out, stay out.
Denny Hamlin off pace.
Stay low, just
The outside pole sitter in trouble, Krista.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin just came on the radio and told crew chief Mike Ford we might be blowing up. We have documented how much engine trouble the Joe Gibbs Racing camp has had. Mike Ford said, check your gauges. How does it look? Denny said, everything looks fine, but something is definitely wrong.
Tony Stewart tries to hold back Kyle Busch. And as Tony Stewart took the lead, he said this.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Got tired of watching them, huh? Yeah, baby.
You know why he's happy? Because he made that call about staying out, and he's paying that off by getting the lead.
But I truly believe what Tony Stewart needs, he's going to need a caution here to get back on sync with everyone else.
Kyle Busch retakes the lead. His Joe Gibbs Racing teammate Denny Hamlin had an engine apparently go sour, but Hamlin did not come to pit road. What's up, Krista?
Yeah, at first they thought it was the engine. He checked all his gauges and they sounded great. Mike Ford said anything else, and Denny said this on the radio.
Yeah, it's electrical, I hear it. They got the 2 red lights on the dash, and then all of a sudden it stopped. Like it didn't want to go through the chip.
Steve, our outside pole sitter did not fare well today. Denny Hamlin went behind the wall with what they thought was an electrical problem. He is now out of the race. Wow, here's a crowd. 12th place on back.
It's a little mini wad right there, getting all bunched up.
But Dale Jr. continuing to pick him up and put him down.
Yeah, Junior's got the low line. He likes to get in here nice and low. Then you watch the 56. He's got the high line. And then they converge Right along in there.
That's why. Watch the 71 of rookie Andy Lally. Trying to toss and catch it and can't hold on to it. It looked like all the tires were up after Lally pulled away from this spin off turn number 4.
Yeah, it had the appearance of a right rear tire being low, but doesn't look low right there.
We'll try to settle this as they come to the restart with 26 laps to go, ahead of Kevin Harvick, Jimmie Johnson, Matt Kenseth, and Clint Bowyer. Green flag.
I believe that caution came out just right for Kyle Busch because his car was starting to give up a little bit. If they made the right changes, we'll see what happens here.
4 abreast into turn 1. Look at this land rush.
Boy, that 14 car has been getting stronger, and so is that 48 up on the outside. Mr. California Speedway there.
I was going to say 05 time Jimmie Johnson right there sitting in the 3rd spot.
Make that 4 wide off the corner. Rudeman, Menard, Biffle, and Earnhardt. And Montoya.
Montoya, our pole sitter in that 42, just shot up the outside.
What did Tony Stewart say? Excuse me, coming through, pardon me.
This is the 10th anniversary of Jimmie Johnson, Hendrick Motorsports Lowe's. He won his first race here back in 2002.
Whoa.
Boy, he had his hands full there. Car just broke loose with him.
Larry, what he was trying to do.
Doing good. Clear by 8, clear by 10.
What he was trying to do was cut to the inside of Tony Stewart there. He was going to try to make a run across the back of him. He got loose.
I believe he's going to make it work here, possibly through turn 2, but Stewart into 14 gets the run on the upper side of the racetrack.
Yeah, good launch off the corner for Tony. And Ryan Newman is there.
Jimmie Johnson made the pass on Tony Stewart getting down into turn 1 there. And you can see the distance up to the lead, not that much.
Johnson in the 48 finally clears Stewart. He'll slide up in front of him off turn 2. 20 laps to go.
Watch the blue car coming in from the right.
And it never
sliding
turns.
Up.
It just looks like that's got to be right front tire because it never turned. When you see one head up the track like that, that's usually a right front tire.
Labonte was 2 laps down at the time.
Oh boy moments right here.
What will you do?
I'm pretty sure the 18 will stay out. The question is how many will stay out with him.
Sweeper truck runs for cover. Last chance to commit. No, Kyle stays out. Jimmie, everybody back through about 7th place stays out. Matt Kenseth leads everyone else onto pit road. Stewart, Bowyer, Harvick, Newman, Edwards breathing down their necks.
Boys, Jimmie Johnson stayed right with Kyle on that restart. Boy, and Tony Stewart took a bit of a beating on that restart.
Now here's the driver that's on the move, that 4-car Kasey Kahne, even though he's getting a challenge from Kevin Harvick in the 29. Kasey Kahne, one of those cars that came to pit road on that last caution.
Kahne's strong, but look at Harvick coming. Harvick's the best closer in the business. And the bigger the track, the faster he seems to be in the final 5 or 8 laps. Harvick now 3rd. But Darrell, he may run out of time, and yet if these two get to battling side by side, he may be right there.
Watch that gap open up right there. Jimmie was looking underneath of him through the middle of the corner. Kyle gets that nice run off the top.
Really hard, about 10 back.
Yes, he is.
I tell you, he is. I just looked at the 29 car, and while these 2 cars up here are racing each other, hello, and look at Jimmie down all the way down on the apron.
Can't get alongside Kyle Busch. Yes, he can. Johnson off the corner.
You know who's going to win this race? That 29 car.
29 is 6 behind. Outside, outside, outside.
As they run side by side, Harvick is there. He makes it a 3-car battle.
He's there, and here goes Jimmie to the lead. He's going to clear Kyle off of 2. Harv's going to have to make a big move right down here.
Harvick trying the outside as Johnson.
He's got the momentum. He's got the momentum right there.
That's been his strong point, that speed of carry all the way down the back straightaway.
A bump.
Outside there.
He's going to push him up into the corner faster than he wants to go, I think.
Kyle Busch is 5 car lengths back. It's
here
a 2-horse race, and here comes Harvick.
He's got him.
Johnson got loose.
He's got him. That little push getting into 3. That little bump.
Harvick, Johnson switches lanes. Johnson can't get there. Harvick wins it.
29.
The best closer in the business.
Hell of a job. Kevin, good job, guys. Hell of a job.
I've heard that voice all day, Larry.
That's Richard Childress, the owner.
Chiming in.
Harvick proves it again today.
Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. That was awesome. Thank you, Richard. Goodbye job, guys.